On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Minimize.
To make something, especially something bad, small or less serious.
Examples:
Minimize a loss. Way to minimize conflict. I bought a gadget before my trip to help minimize stress during the flight.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Diabetes.
A medical condition in which the body cannot produce enough insulin to control the glucose levels in the blood.
Examples:
Juvenile diabetes. Diabetes patient. My father was tested for diabetes.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Biomaterial.
A substance, usually synthetic, that is used for medical or veterinary purposes and is designed to mimic or replace biological tissues.
Examples:
Biomaterial development. Biomaterials industry. The new biomaterials used in implants are more durable and less likely to cause an immune response.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Fascinate.
To attract and hold the attention of someone deeply and irresistibly.
Examples:
Fascinate the public. Fascinate the young. The magic tricks fascinated the children.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Nacre.
A type of iridescent, lustrous material that is found on the inside of some shells and pearls.
Examples:
Nacre jewelry, nacre buttons. The nacre of the pearl gave it its beautiful iridescent sheen.
Shell.
Hard outer covering or case of eggs, nuts, some seeds, and some animals.
Examples:
An egg shell, a mollusk shell. The outermost electron shell determines the chemical properties of an atom.
Replacement.
The act of replacing something with something else, especially that is newer or better, a person or thing that takes or can take the place of another.
Examples:
Regular replacement of tires. Replacement cost. We demand his replacement.
Durable.
Capable of lasting and being used for a long time without being damaged or destroyed.
Examples:
Durable piece. Durable materials. Our company's products are made of highly durable materials.
Jaw.
Either of the two bones at the bottom of the face that moves when you open your mouth. Verb, talk socially without exchanging too much information.
Examples:
Snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Jaw muscle. He dropped his jaw at the unexpected sight.
Integrate.
To combine one thing with another so that they form a whole or work together. To accept equal participation for members of all races and ethnic groups.
Examples:
Integrate into the existing system. Integrate both businesses. He found that it is difficult to integrate socially.
Sophisticated.
Having a great deal of worldly experience and knowledge of people's behavior, culture, and fashion.
Examples:
Sophisticated look. A sophisticated lifestyle. Marketing strategies are growing more sophisticated.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation. Distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Chemistry.
The branch of the natural sciences dealing with the composition of substances and their properties and reactions.
Examples:
Professor of chemistry. The chemistry of soil. He is familiar with chemistry and biology.
Architecture.
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples:
Architecture design. Classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Bluetooth.
A short-range wireless communication technology that allows electronic devices to connect and exchange data wirelessly over short distances, commonly used for connecting devices such as smartphones, headphones, and speakers.
Examples:
Bluetooth connection. Bluetooth-enabled device. I need a Bluetooth headset for my conference calls.
Physician.
A medical doctor who practices medicine.
Examples:
The advice of the physician. Consult with a physician. She visited the local physician to seek treatment for her persistent headache.
Ophthalmology.
The branch of medicine that deals with the anatomy, physiology, and diseases of the eye.
Examples:
Ophthalmology practice. Ophthalmology clinic. My grandfather had a problem with his eyes and went to an ophthalmology specialist.
Pilot.
A person who flies an aircraft, especially as a job, a person qualified to guide ships through a difficult area of water.
Examples:
A test pilot. Pilot production. The pilot exercised great care in landing.
Shard.
A small, sharp piece of something that has been broken, especially a material like glass, pottery, or metal.
Examples:
Broken shard. Shard of pottery. The artist used a shard of glass to create intricate designs on her sculptures.
Lodge.
A small country house where people stay when they want to participate in outdoor activities. Verb, officially present a complaint, appeal, claim, etc. to the appropriate authorities.
Examples:
Lodged a complaint against him. A ski lodge. The final decision should be lodged with the chairman.
Inflame.
To cause very strong feelings such as anger or excitement in a person or a group of people.
Examples:
Inflame skin. Inflame his passion. Her eyes inflamed with crying.
Canopy.
A covering, typically of fabric, supported on poles or suspended above a bed, throne, or other object, used to shelter or screen the person or object below it.
Examples:
Canopy layer. Under a canopy of smoke. The forest's canopy provides shade and protection for the plants and animals below.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Ocular.
Relating to the eyes or vision, visual, pertaining to or connected with the sense of sight.
Examples:
Ocular examination. Ocular symptoms. After using the new ocular lens, the photographer took extremely sharp and detailed pictures.
Lens.
A transparent optical device with curved sides, used in an optical instrument that makes objects seem larger, smaller, clearer, etc. Metaphor: the basic thoughts or mindsets through which someone sees or understands the environment or situation.
Examples:
A convex lens. A lens with a wide angle. The photographer took this photo using a telephoto lens.
Cataract.
A clouding of the lens in the eye that affects vision, a large waterfall.
Examples:
The thunder of a cataract. Cataract lens. The older man had a cataract removed from his eye, which improved his vision significantly.
Inert.
Lacking the ability to move or act, often used to describe an object or substance that is inactive or non-reactive.
Examples:
Inert gases. Inert ingredients. The rock was completely inert and didn't react when we tried to break it open.
Mechanical.
Operated by a machine, relating to or concerned with machinery or tools.
Examples:
A mechanical style of writing. The influence of mechanical action. A mechanical engineer is still in demand in many companies.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb: to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Adverse.
Unfavorable or harmful.
Examples:
Adverse circumstances. Adverse reaction. The adverse weather conditions forced us to cancel the outdoor event.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples.
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Dissolve.
To be or cause to be absorbed by a liquid to form a part of a solution, to close down or dismiss.
Examples.
Dissolve the sugar. Officially dissolved the marriage. The political party dissolved after much internal fighting.
Schematic.
Relating to or in the form of a scheme or diagram, showing the structure or organization of something.
Examples.
Schematic model. Simplified schematic. The engineer used a schematic diagram to plan out the wiring for the new building.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples.
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples.
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples.
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples.
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples.
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples.
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Stem.
The central part of something from which other parts can develop or grow, the part of a word common to all its inflected variants. Verb, to grow out of, have roots in, or originate in.
Examples.
Stem from a belief. The stem of a matchstick. A rose has thorns on its stem.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples.
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples.
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Specialize.
To become an expert in a specific career field, study, or business.
Examples.
Specialize in childcare. Specialize in market research. The restaurant has chefs who specialize in beef.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples.
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Underlying.
Significant as a cause or basis of something but not immediately apparent or stated clearly.
Examples.
An underlying motive. An underlying cause of an accident. The underlying principle of every business was identical.
Biochemical.
Relating to the chemical processes and substances that occur within living organisms.
Examples.
Biochemical reaction. Complex biochemical. Biochemical research is essential to understanding the complex chemical reactions in living organisms.
Mechanics.
The branch of physics that deals with the study of motion, forces, and energy. Mechanic, someone whose occupation is repairing and maintaining automobiles.
Examples.
Mechanics equation. Mechanics of the game. He studied mechanics in college and now works as an engineer.
Tricky.
Requiring care and skill because challenging to do or deal with.
Examples.
Tricky problem. A tricky recipe to follow. We have discussed the entirety of this tricky problem.
Pun.
A humorous play on words or use of words that sound similar but have different meanings, often for a comedic effect, a form of wordplay.
Examples.
Witty pun. Silly pun. The comedian's pun had the audience laughing out loud.
Eagle.
A large predatory bird with a hooked beak and broad wings, known for its keen eyesight and powerful flight, a symbol of strength and freedom in many cultures.
Examples.
Eagle feathers. Eagle eyes. The bald eagle symbolizes freedom and strength in the United States.
Liver.
A large organ in the body, involved in many metabolic processes, such as detoxification of the organism and the synthesis of proteins.
Examples.
Liver disease. Fatty liver. The patient will undergo liver transplant surgery tomorrow.
Eternal.
Being without beginning or end, lasting forever.
Examples.
The hope of eternal life. Eternal quarreling. In every civilization, rulers have tried everything possible to obtain eternal life.
Cartilage.
A tough, elastic connective tissue that is found in various parts of the body, such as the joints, the outer ear, and the tip of the nose.
Examples.
Cartilage damage. Nasal cartilage. The knee joint is supported by cartilage, which helps absorb shock and prevent bone damage.
Nick.
A small cut, notch, or indentation in a surface or an edge.
Examples.
A nick on the fender of a car. Nick on my hand. The interviewer arrived in a nick of time.
Fracture.
The breaking or cracking of a rigid material or object such as bone.
Examples.
Fracture test. Risk of bone fractures. X-ray inspection revealed many fractures.
Procedure.
A way of doing something, especially the official or well-known way.
Examples.
Undergo a surgical procedure. Standard procedure. The pilot and flight attendant ran through the checkout procedure.
Ilium.
The upper part of the hip bone in vertebrates, consisting of a broad, flaring blade and a curved, projecting socket that fits into the pelvis.
Examples.
Ilium bone. Ilium muscle. The athlete suffered from an ilium injury during the last match.
Crest.
A peak or ridge, especially on a mountain or wave, a decorative tuft or topknot.
Examples.
Crest length. A large textile crest. The surfer rode the crest of the wave to the shore.
Harvest.
Yields of plants in a single growing season, the period of the year when gathering occurs on a farm.
Examples.
A scanty harvest. Reap a harvest. During harvest, farmers are incredibly busy.
Surgeon.
A doctor who is trained to perform medical operations that involve cutting open a person's body.
Examples.
An excellent brain surgeon. Army surgeon. He is a skilled surgeon that has many years of training and experience.
Transplant.
To move or transfer something from one place or person to another, to take living tissue or an organ from one person, animal, part of the body, etc., and put it into or onto another.
Examples:
transplant a heart. Transplant my family to America. He tried to transplant the seedling into a larger pot.
Vascular.
Of or relating to blood vessels, especially the veins and arteries that carry blood throughout the body.
Examples:
vascular disease, vascular surgery. The doctor detected a blockage in the patient's vascular system.
Defect.
An imperfection, shortcoming, or lack of something or someone.
Examples:
visual defects, defects of character. Defects in the design could cause much worse issues.
Tremendous.
Very great in degree or extent or amount or impact, extremely good.
Examples:
tremendous amount, tremendous popularity. We had a tremendous time yesterday.
Recreate.
To make something that existed previously happen or appear to exist again.
Examples:
recreate a single country. Recreate the feeling of the 1920s. She recreated the atmosphere of the pre-war age with her stage setting.
After effect.
A consequence or result that follows after an event, experience, or action, sometimes with a delayed onset, often used to describe the lingering impact of traumatic experiences or medical treatments.
Examples:
after effect of an earthquake. After effect of a drug. I still experience after effects from the car accident I was in last year.
Simplify.
To make something more straightforward, more understandable, or easier to do.
Examples:
simplify my life. Simplify the process. Please simplify your explanation for the children.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Fancy.
To want to do or have something, noun, something that many people believe but that is false, or that does not exist, imagination or fantasy.
Examples:
fancy a cup of coffee. A flight of fancy. I don't fancy acting in such an important role.
Scaffold.
A temporary platform or structure used to support workers and materials during construction or maintenance work.
Examples:
Scaffold construction. Go to the scaffold. The construction workers set up the scaffold to reach the top of the building.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Catalyst.
A person or thing that causes an important event to happen or changes the current situation rapidly. Chemistry, a substance that initiates or accelerates a chemical reaction without being changed itself.
Examples:
A catalyst in the process of hydrolysis. Catalyst for reform. The global financial crisis acted as a catalyst to unite the country.
Vivo.
Alive or existing in a living organism or system, relating to or involving live organisms or systems, particularly in scientific research or experimentation.
Examples:
Vivo imaging. In vivo research. The vivo colors of the flowers made the garden come alive.
Bioreactor.
A device or system used to cultivate living cells, tissues, or organisms for industrial or research purposes.
Examples:
Bioreactor engineering. Anaerobic bioreactor. The scientists optimized the conditions in the bioreactor to increase the yield of the desired product.
Periosteum.
A dense layer of connective tissue that covers the external surface of bones, serving to anchor tendons and ligaments and also providing a source of new bone cells during growth and repair.
Examples:
Periosteum layer. Periosteum inflammation. Damage to the periosteum can delay bone healing and increase the risk of complications like infection.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples:
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
A tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Bound.
To move forward by leaps and bounds, to form the boundary of something.
Examples:
Bounded with delight. Bound up a staircase. Canada bounds on the United States.
Embryo.
An animal organism in the early stages of growth, either in its mother's womb or in an egg, or a plant that is developing in a seed.
Examples:
Destruction of human embryos. Embryo cloning. Our latest project is still at the embryo stage.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Inject.
To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Underneath.
Under or below something else.
Examples:
Underneath the surface of the water. Underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Rigid.
Extremely strict and difficult to change or adapt, incapable of or resistant to bending.
Examples:
Rigid rules. Rigid structure. He was unpopular because of his rigid adherence to the rules.
Gel.
A semi-solid substance, often transparent or translucent, that is used in various products from personal care to food to medicine, and which typically consists of a gelling agent that thickens the liquid.
Examples:
Gel nail polish. Antibacterial gel. I must use hair gel to style my hair for the job interview.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples:
Lift sagging skin. Lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Essence.
The basic or most important part or quality of something that makes it what it is.
Examples:
Vanilla essence. Universal essence. University teaches the art of understanding the essence of the matter.
Cavity.
An empty space or hollowness within a solid object, especially within the body, such as a tooth or bone, a hole or depression in a surface or the ground.
Examples:
Tooth cavity. Cavity filling. I have a cavity in one of my molars and must schedule a dentist appointment.
Pinhole.
A tiny hole in a material, often made by a needle, that allows light or other substances to pass through.
Examples:
Pinhole image. Pinhole leak. The camera's pinhole lens creates a unique blur effect in photographs.
Incision.
A sharp cut made in something with a sharp tool, especially during a medical procedure.
Examples:
Incision tool. Small incision. Patients undergoing incisional surgery are often put to sleep by anesthesia.
Proliferation.
A rapid or uncontrolled increase in the number or amount of something, the process of growing, producing, or spreading rapidly and excessively.
Examples:
Nuclear proliferation. The proliferation of social media. The proliferation of fast food restaurants has contributed to the obesity epidemic.
Histology.
The branch of biology that deals with the study of the microscopic structure of tissues and cells, the microscopic examination and study of tissues to observe their structure, composition, and function.
Examples:
Histology specimens. Histology techniques. The histology lab provides valuable insights into the cellular structure of tissues.
Slide.
To move or cause to move smoothly along a surface without interruption.
Examples:
Slide a card across the table. Slide a glance. If necessary, you can slide the front seats forward.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Marrow.
A soft, fatty, vascular substance in the cavities of bones, in which blood cells are produced, the choicest or most essential part of some idea or experience.
Examples:
The marrow of a speech. Vegetable marrow. The soup was made with bone marrow, giving it a rich and savory flavor.
Demarcate.
Another term for demarc, to set, mark, or draw the boundaries or limits of something.
Examples:
Demarcate the boundary. Demarcate an arrangement. This partition is used to demarcate the interior and exterior spaces.
Slight.
Very small in degree or amount.
Examples:
Feel a slight concern. Slight increase. We made slight modifications to reflect the views of both sides.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly. Slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Unexpected.
Not anticipated or regarded as likely to happen.
Examples:
An unexpected visitor. some unexpected events. The unexpected rainstorm caused the collapse of the corral.
Skull.
A bone framework that surrounds the brain and gives the head its shape.
Examples:
Skull fracture. Have a thick skull. Archaeologists found a Neanderthal skull at that historic site.
Blunt.
Having a dull or rounded edge or point, not sharp, straightforward in speech or manner, often to the point of being rude or insensitive.
Examples:
Blunt criticism. Blunt force. The blunt knife made it difficult to cut through the tough steak.
Definitely.
Without any question and beyond doubt, clearly.
Examples:
Definitely become a problem. Say definitely. The paper is definitely worth reading thoroughly.
Disciplinary.
Of or relating to the punishment of people who break the rules, of or relating to a specific field of academic study.
Examples:
Disciplinary action. Take disciplinary measures. The school's disciplinary committee met to discuss the students' behavior.
Physicist.
A scientist who specializes in the field of physics.
Examples:
Talented physicist. Theoretical physicist. Einstein was an outstanding and famous physicist of the 20th century.
Clinic.
A building or hospital department where people can go for medical care or advice, especially of a particular condition.
Examples:
Visit to the veterinary clinic. A dental clinic. She holds a clinic on Tuesday mornings.
Zoom.
To move along very quickly, noun, the act of rising upward into the air.
Examples:
Zoom in on a photo. Zoom lens. He zoomed back in time to the soccer game.
Vessel.
A ship or large boat.
Examples:
Blood vessels. Naval vessels. The vessel arrived in port the following day.
Surround.
To be all around something or somebody.
Examples:
Surround a town. A stone wall surrounds the palace. On 3 sides, mountains surround the settlement.
Matrix.
A rectangular array of numbers, symbols, or expressions, arranged in rows and columns and often enclosed in brackets, an enclosure within which something originates or develops.
Examples:
The matrix of Western civilization. Matrix multiplication. The matrix of numbers on the spreadsheet allowed the accountant to track the company's profits and losses easily.
Nanoscale.
On a scale that can be measured in nanometers, equals 1/1000th of a meter, on a very small scale.
Examples:
Nanoscale device. Things at the nanoscale. This process improves the strength of the metal by controlling the nanoscale lattice structure of the metal.
Fiber.
Thread or filament used to make a vegetable tissue, mineral material, or textile.
Examples:
Carbon fiber. Synthetic fiber. We must consume dietary fiber to maintain good health.
Hybrid.
Composed of different elements or mixed characters.
Examples:
New hybrid system. An interspecific hybrid. The mule is a hybrid between a male donkey and a female horse.
Organic.
Pertaining to or derived from biological substance, producing plants and animals for food and other items without the use of synthetic chemicals.
Examples:
Organic soils. Eat organic food. Kidney is an organic component of the body.
Inorganic.
Being or consisting of non-living stuff, chemical compounds that contain no or only trace amounts of carbon.
Examples:
Inorganic acid. Inorganic nutrition. Inorganic substances include rocks and minerals.
Squishy.
Soft and yielding to the touch, easily deformed.
Examples:
Squishy texture. A squishy story. The squishy foam ball is perfect for squeezing to relieve stress.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples:
Remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Brittle.
Easily broken, cracked, or shattered when subjected to pressure or stress, lacking flexibility or resilience, fragile.
Examples:
Brittle bones. Brittle material. The old books in the library were so brittle that they crumbled upon touch.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
Strength of the economy. Muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Curve.
A bend or angle in a line or surface that deviates from a straight or flat path, a gradual or smooth change in direction or shape.
Examples:
Learning curve, yield curve. The curve in the road was so sharp that I had to slow down to navigate it safely.
Dimension:
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples:
New dimension, the crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Cardiovascular:
Of or relating to the heart and blood vessels, equals tubes that carry blood around the body.
Examples:
Cardiovascular diseases, cardiovascular tissue. Smoking places you at severe risk of cardiovascular and respiratory disease.
Clinical:
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples:
Clinical surgery. Participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Unfortunately:
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Outcome:
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Implant:
To insert or fix an artificial device in a person's body, to put an idea, attitude, etc., firmly in the mind.
Examples:
Implant genes in the animals. Implant into the uterus. The doctor will implant a pacemaker to regulate his heart rate.
Locate:
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Topography:
The arrangement and physical features of a particular area or region, including its natural and artificial elements and their relative positions and elevations. The study or description of this arrangement and these features.
Examples:
Topography map. Detailed topography. The topography of the region is rugged, with many hills and valleys.
Conductivity:
The quality of a material's ability to conduct electricity, heat, etc.
Examples:
Low conductivity. Electrical conductivity. High thermal conductivity is also essential for the exterior of the machine.
Conduct:
To organize and carry out a particular activity.
Examples:
Conduct a background check. Conduct research. Police will conduct random breath testing for drunk driving.
Synchronous.
Occurring or operating at the same time or pace, happening simultaneously, coordinated or synchronized.
Examples:
Synchronous communication. Synchronous learning. The group of performers perfectly executed the synchronous dance routine.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Wrap.
To cover or enclose something entirely with paper, cloth, or other material.
Examples:
Wrap a fish in foil. Wrap up a meeting. Wrap the bandage tightly around the injured arm.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
A breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.